Hi YouTube viewers, welcome back to my next video. In this video we are going to see about the view of the rooms. So basically we will view the rooms. We will send all the data, all the room data which has been inserted right now. So basically let us insert some of the rooms again by let us add these rooms. That's the reason I here there are URLs. Okay, so let us add few rooms so that it will be easy for you to understand, or we will add it later. Let's start the code. Okay, so similarly here we will take copy this delete room and then we will modify it as usual. One time we will be writing the code which I have taken a long time. After that it becomes very simple for you. Nothing but your edit of the room. View is nothing but view. Edit is done. This is the view of room. To view the rooms we require only user id. User id is enough for us. If empty of user id, then we will give an invalid parameter requested. If not empty of user id, then we will check get rooms. If number of rows is greater, same. If we have rooms, then we will show this. Okay, otherwise it's not an invalid data, no results found. Okay, if number of rows are not there, if they are like 0, then no results found. We will be showing no results found to him. That's it. Okay, so here you go with this, and we don't require this all things. Oh, I'm going inside between it. No, we need to go step by step. So here is the not row, we can result, it is result underscore. If we have number of rows, then we'll get result underscore array. That will be stored here in the room details. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to we don't require these all things, room details and all, just we require this. Okay, we need to send the response stating that rooms or room is inside your this underscore dollar r underscore detail. Okay, and we'll send the status to 1. Okay, so here you go with this, and these all things are not at all required for us. The time, not timing, we are not bothered about. Simple. Here we'll check whether it's empty or not. If it is empty, then we'll give a please mandatory field, and we'll check whether this user has any room or not. If he doesn't have any room, then we'll send there is no results found. If he has room, so we'll take that result, what are the results we are getting from that room, and then what we'll do, we'll send the response. That's it. This is a simple code which we want to display right now. So hope this is done, and now it's time for testing. So here you go with this part. Let us copy the URL here. Let us, and only here user id is required. That's it. And let us test the part. Here you go with room, with the room id, user id, room price, occupancy, and the status, each and every details of the room. So here only we have only one room. That's the reason we have received only one. If we have two or more rooms, then what we will have as many times. We can have here kind of multiple. Let us add few more rooms. As I told you in my beginning of the video, let's add few more rooms. That's the reason I never delete anything when I create it. Okay, so to create a room, you require room number. You need to specify room number. You need to specify the room price. That's it. This the and the room id. So id is 1 and the room number is 1 or 2, and the price will be like, let us have it as 14, and let us send the request. This room number already exists, it seems. Sorry. Then we need to have 1 room added successfully, right? Let's have 4. Let's have 1000 for this room added successfully. Let's add 4. Let me send the request. So different rooms I've added room number 10. It is why I don't know why it was not showing and all, but we have added a little bit more rooms. Now let us check. Let us add for user 2 as well. Okay, user 2 also we will add the room added successfully, right? 1. Yeah, room added successfully. Great. It's 15 like 3. That's it. Okay, for 1 and 2 I have added it. Row use for 1 and 2 users. Now let us view the all the rooms of user 1 or any user 2, depending upon the input which we give, it should show us the result. Let us see the user 2. Yes, 1 2 and 3 rooms has been added, so that the reason we have received 3 room details. Now let us give it as 1 and let us check. Okay, 1 2 3 4 4 rooms has been added and status is equals to 1, right? So this is what we are expecting. If we don't give anything, then it should tell us this: please enter all the mandatory fields. Please enter, not please send all mandatory fields. That's it. Enter. There is nothing UI, so that's the reason. Please send all mandatory fields, and no results found will be shown if it is like I'm sending it like 3 for 3 third user. We don't have any rooms right now, so it should show no results. This will here we need to have the same thing, room and room. So and here also the room. So if we have the same thing, say same notation, then it will be easy for us to understand. Or we can keep the previous one like message message message, because we will be used to this. We will be used to check only message. So once we write it, then it is like we will be used to use the same notation. That's the reason. Okay, message will always check if we have received any message or not, and the status equals to 1, then what is the message they have sent it in for our mobile app development. Okay, so that's it. That's all for this video. In my next video we'll be discussing about the new members check-in. So if a new member comes and they check in, so we will create a table for him, and we'll have a URL for him, and also we will create a table for him. So what are those? Then here we will be checking. Okay, user, it's not user, it's customer. Okay, and here add cust. Okay, here we'll add the customer details, and what are the things required we'll see in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.